Okay, so here is the tournament ranking app that I wrote for BCKFC. And when you open it, this is what you'll see. It's a resizable window, so I made the window really small just for this video, but you can make it full screen and drag it out as large as you want so you can see everything all at once. And this is what you'll see when you open. It's basically three tabs: entrance, prize values, and results. I put these in as the default prize values just out of going to BCKFC events. This is kind of the order that I saw them going in. The Cajun Slam is worth the most, and then red, trout, flounder, each a little bit less. And these don't have to be exact. The purpose of these is of these values is to prioritize the results in rankings. So contestants will place in the prize worth the most first, and then from there on, they'll after they use their fish in the highest prize, then the remaining fish will try to be used in the cheaper categories, and each contestant can win 2 prizes and weigh 2 fish. And so the results tab, this is where you'll see everything after you enter in your entrance and weights. So to get started, what you will want to do first is click add new entrance, and here you can enter in as many people as you want. Just separate the names by commas. So I'll enter in a few. Okay, so after you enter in, you'll see them in the grid, and to use it, just enter in the weights. So let's say 7-pound 4-ounce redfish, and as soon as you enter in a weight, it will log the time automatically, and the time is used as a tiebreaker, and it shows the hours and minutes, and it's in military time, but it logs the time actually down to the second, even though it doesn't display it, and it's not definite. You can, if for some reason you don't want that time, you can change it. So first thing on the list is reds. You don't have to enter the number of spots if you don't want to. It'll still use that fish, and then trout, flounder. At the end is trash slam. I'm sure it won't always be used, but it's there just in case, so you can keep everything in one application. So right here we'll give Jim 1 redfish and 1 trout. And oh, since it's a pain in the butt to, for 5 pounds 4 ounces, you don't want to have to type, 5 pounds 4 ounces every single time. So what I did is I added a case where you can just type 5 space 4 instead, and it'll enter it like that, just so that there's no problems there. And if for some reason you mess up and enter something that doesn't make any sense, it'll come up with a message and say, hey, you should enter it like this, and it won't cause any errors. So now we look at the results, and you can see that since everybody was eligible for a slam, and the slam was the highest price category, everybody's fish got used in the slam. And when you click on somebody's name in the results, you see in the details why they won what. This bar is here because I made the window so small it won't be in the way when you drag it out larger. So first place, Jim wins with 12 pounds 8 ounces. You can see that his red was used in the Cajun Slam category. It tells you where each fish was used and gives you the details on why, who won what. Um, and so it's pretty self-explanatory. It gets a little bit more complicated once you get a lot of people in your grid, and I'll show you that now. So a good thing about this is that you can, save and load files at any time, just like an Excel or Word application. And so I will load a sample. Okay, so this one has, probably 40 contestants and prize values, and let's look at the results. Okay, so any prize value that wasn't entered, there will be no result for. And there's a special case that I added where if you have a certain ranking in the slam, and it's possible for you to use your lighter fish and keep the same ranking in that slam, then it will shuffle your fish around so that those fish can be used in another category where you might, be able to get a higher ranking. So right here, Stephen has a 15-pound 9-ounce slam, and it shows you how it was added up. And right here, well, down at the bottom, there's an asterisk, and it says the lighter of 2 reds used in the slam because it would not affect the slam ranking, and that red could be used in another category. And you can see the 7-pound 4-ounce red was used in the slam instead of the 7-7, and that's because using the heavier red wouldn't put Stephen in first, but using the heavier red in the red category did put Stephen in 3rd place when he would have been in 4th place if he had just used the heaviest red in the slam category. And the shuffling of fish, you probably always want to do that. I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't, there's an option here for shuffle, and you turn that shuffle off, and it will just always use your heaviest fish in the slam category. And so here you can see that now Stephen's slam weight is 15 pounds 12 ounces, and he drops to 4th place in the red category because his 7-pound 4-ounce red was used there. But we'll probably always want to keep that on. Okay, so let me see. When you're using this, I would always recommend that you also write down all the results on paper. Just because we've never, used this before, and who knows? I don't think it will lose any data, but it could. And save frequently, just in case something happens and it gets closed. And if you're testing this and you just want to see how it works, what you can do to get a lot of data in here without having to enter it manually, there's under the debug tab there's there's a random entries option, and so when you do that, it will just enter in random values that they'll be different every time, and you see the results, change prize values, try to break it, see if see if there are any mistakes, put in some scenarios that are tricky and see if it's wrong somehow. Yeah, that's the best way to test it. Let me think. I don't think that there's anything else. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I tried to make it as simple as possible, and just work in a way that somebody just sitting there weighing fish could just enter in weight after weight and not have to worry about doing anything special to get the right results. If you're looking for something, these are all sortable fields. So time, heaviest first red, second red, and sorting by name. You'll probably keep it sorted by name all the time, but you can sort them by different fields in case you want to. And if you want to delete somebody, if you accidentally put somebody on a list that you want to delete, just click that person's name, press the delete key, and ask if you're sure. Click yes, and that's how you delete somebody. So you know how to add, delete, calculate results. So that should be it. Let me know if you find any problems or have any suggestions. Hope it works out well.